Then he started to play games. Let me see if I can get to channel 3, and you keep running. La, 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 la. 7. Golly. Now, if you are married, you can have a fist fight with your wife. Because you go, flick up, and she said, turn that back. I was watching that. You said, leave it alone. It wasn't no good. Plap, turn it on. And the person with it has power. They go, ah, ah, ah. And then your wife gets up there, give me that thing. And then you watch what she watched. Then she changes this black and white thing getting ready, and all of a sudden people are sailing, and your brain says, we've gone mad. You can't make a connection. And I had the thing, and my wife was talking, and I went like that. And she grew bigger. Okay, when you go to the dentist, dentists tell you not to pick your teeth with any sharp metal object. So you sit in their chair, they grab an iron hook, and they start to pull, and I found out something about myself. If I was ever paralyzed from the knee down, I'd be able to walk with my behind. Because while they're scraping, you know, you go like, Then they pull out a needle this long. This is to deaden the pain. Now, a regular doctor giving you a shot will go, and that's it, see? But the dentist, they go, and then they want to talk to you. You ever do any fishing? Where do you usually go? Oh, yes, I've been there many times myself. Now, the dentist goes out to laugh at you. You sit in the chair, and you notice that the right side of your face feels like it's sliding off of your skull, and your bottom lip is in your lap. So the dentist comes back, and you say, I need what one million divided 90 credits. I beg your pardon? No, I need 30 divided 90 credits. I don't understand. My fattest, the fattest. Addis, 80, CD, 80, mighty fattest. What's the matter with your fat? Do you see this? It is my bad and living. Now he starts to drill. And you see and smell smoke coming out. So you say, wait a minute. So what's the matter? The smoke. What? Smoke. It's coming out of the face. I don't understand. Fire! There's fire coming out of the face. I'll fix it. Okay. So now he drills some more. You hear him make a mistake. And to cover it up, they all say the same thing. Okay, rinse. Do you want the rinse? Oh, yes, rinse. Okay, so you pour the water, it runs all down, and I hope that you are satisfied. Now, you got to spit into this miniature toilet bowl. So you have no bottom lip, you let it all fall out. Now, you want to sit back, but you can't because hanging from your bottom lip is a long line. And you can't get it off your bottom lip. So, I've run out of time.
You are brilliant to watch.
But I'm sorry, I ran out of time.
I told the audience this is the way we're on the schedule tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the worst.
Do you remember? Do you remember the very first time on The Tonight Show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I came out, and I had the guy put Lena Horne's makeup on me. And
you did stormy weather, huh?
No, I didn't. I walked out, and I was going to do my karate routine.
Right.
And I hadn't really thought that it would be funny. But I guess the people were so conditioned to see a black person come out, and he said, okay, he's going to talk about the back of the bus and the front of the restaurant and the side of the tree. And I walked out and I said, I want to talk about karate. And they went, whoa, ha, 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 ha. and I almost backed up, you know. I said, well, what's so funny? And then I went into the routine, and and I've been thankful for that that slice that you guys were responsible for.
Well, what you are, you're really great for the young comedians who they see what's happened to you and they say, hey.
Yeah, they say, that's easy. I can do that, man.
Until they get out here. Bill, thank you. Thanks for being here.
John.
I know you flew in to be with us. We'll be back. We can sit here. Thank you, Bill Cosby. You know, for every Stephen Ryder, a Bill Cosby, or Joan Rivers, a comedian can appear on the scene and nothing good happens at all. Now, a fellow by the name of Jack Roy had all the ingredients, but the public didn't buy him at all. Nothing worked right. He gave it up. He just quit, became a paint salesman for 15 years. And while he was in his 40s, Jack Roy decided to make a comeback, and he changed his name to Rodney Dangerfield. So here is, true story, here is the former Jackie Roy in one of his many Tonight Show appearances.
Last week I was in rough shape, you know? Last week I bought a used car. I found my wife's dress in the back seat. I mean, my wife, there's always something. Our anniversary, I took her to dinner. I made a toast to the best woman a man ever had. The waiter joined me. I tell you, restaurants, I'm never lucky. I met my wife in a restaurant. Yeah, she told the waiter she wanted something simple. He brought me over. I tell you, my wife, I can't relax. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. My house, we pray after we eat. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. No, I mean it. She can't cook at all. My backyard, the flies shipped in and fixed the screen door. Not easy. And my wife, I got no sex life either. In my house, we put the mirror over the dog's bed. My wife. Oh, the other night she told me she wants to try something wild. She tied me to the bed. Then she put her clothes on and went out. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Not easy. No respect at all. You're kidding. Oh, I got hit by a car. I told the guy, you blind? He said, I hit you, didn't I? I mean, it was the same thing when I was a kid. No respect. My old man told me Mickey Mouse died in a cancer experiment. When I was a kid, I had nothing. I was poor. I never had an x-ray. The doctor held me up to the light. When I was a kid, I was ugly, too. For Halloween, I had a trick-or-treat over the phone. I mean, I was ugly. Halloween, we never had a pumpkin. They made me stand in a window. And what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She always had a headache. And my old man, he didn't like my looks either. He carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. Good, my old man. Well, my old man, he made me sleep in the kitchen naked to get rid of the roaches. And I was ugly. When I was a kid, I never got any girls either. Now, one girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home.
When you say the name Steve Martin, two words immediately come to mind. Deeply disturbed. Steve burst on the scene in the late 70s as that wild and crazy guy, but we knew a much sober and down-to-earth Steve Martin, as you can see here in a 1973 Tonight Show appearance.
Now, a lot of dogs watch TV, you know, and there's nothing really on that they can enjoy, you know. Maybe a couple of dog food commercials, and that's it, you know. So I took it upon myself, and I worked up a comedy act for dogs. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but I did the act for my dog, and he went into hysterics. And he went and got some of the neighbor dogs, and I did the act for them. And they were on the floor, rolling with doggy laughter. Now, the weird thing is you have to sort of take this into account. If you're a human being, you won't get the jokes. You know, it'll be just like, what? I don't get it. But if you have a dog, call him over, let him sit in front of the TV screen, because I think you're going to see him crack up for the first time. I've invited down to the studio some dogs that I can perform to sort of get the timing down, you know, and so I don't have to add any canned barks later on. So it's a live audience here, and here we go, my fabulous comedy act for dogs. Here we go. Well, good evening, poodles and collies. You know, Bowser and Fido was walking down the street one day, and Bowser spotted this big dish full of dog food. Well, he went over and took a big bite of it, leaned over to Fido and said, "This stuff isn't fit for a human." Oh, I got a million of them. Oh, no.
And here now is Steve Martin.
down here tonight and do the show. And I called up Johnny, and I said, I have terrible laryngitis. And Johnny said something to me. He said, Steve, there's a saying in show business. The show must go on. And I said, really? I've never really heard that. I'd heard it, sort of a different version. You really don't have to go on unless you feel like it. I called up Bill Cosby just kind of to confirm this. And he said, yes, there is a saying like that, Steve. And he said, there's another saying. There's no business like show business.